You came back and they started shipping you shoes to a company that you had named Blue Ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the name Blue Ribbon come from?
First place. But
Okay.
they asked me, what's the name of your company? I had to come up with something.
So you called it Blue Ribbon. All right, so they started shipping you shoes, and so your job was to then sell these shoes. So as I understand, you had a green Valiant, and you would put them in the trunk, and you go around to track meets and sell the shoes. Is that what you did?
That's what I did.
And at that time, you had no vision of building a great global company. You were just trying to...
Well, I thought it was the start and we could be bigger.
Okay.
I didn't, yeah, obviously, as I said earlier, nobody expected to be as big as it is.
But at some point, they began to be competitive with you. So you began to build your own company called Nike. And you needed a symbol of the company, and I guess somebody came up with this whoosh.
That's
so,
right.
You paid $35 for that?
Yeah, it was a graphic arts student at Portland State who needed money.
Okay.
And we said, we'll pay you $2 an hour to practice, to get some designs, and she spent 17 and a half hours on that.
Wow, okay, well, so $35, that's pretty good, okay. So...
it did have a happy ending, I hope you had that.
You gave her some stock.
When we went public, we gave her 500 shares of stock, and she has not sold a single share, and it's over $1 million now.
Wow, that's pretty good. So you began your own company eventually after you parted ways with the Japanese company. Did you actually design the shoes yourself, or were you the person who figured out what the shoes were going to look like?
Well, we were in a hurry. We had, it reminds me of, they asked John Kennedy how he became a hero, and he says, easy, they sank my boat.
Right.
That, when Tiger just basically gave us an ultimatum that said, either sell us 51% of your company at book value, or we're going to set up other distributors no matter what this piece of paper says. So that kind of gave us an idea that we maybe better change manufacturers.
Okay.
So we were in a hurry, and the first shoes, yes, that I did in an office in Tokyo, Japan, over the course of a weekend.
Well, I can reveal this secret. If you actually have better shoes, can you run faster, or it really doesn't make that much difference?
I think shoes are key. We still believe in the mile run, lighter is better and makes a difference. I mean, obviously, if you try to run a mile in a pair of dress shoes, as an example, you're not going to run as fast as you are in a pair of 4-ounce cleats. In the old days, when I was running at the University of Oregon, we had a lot of canvas upper training shoes. You'd go out for a 6-mile run and you'd come back and your feet were bloody. So it matters.
So when you started your company, Nike, the dominant companies were German, Adidas and Puma. Were they happy with you coming along, and did they kind of try to get you out of business? Were they?
Oh no, they kind of didn't worry too much about us. So that until it was too late, that we kind of snuck up on them.